Hi, and welcome to my channel, D Scrapbooks. I'm here to show you the layouts I created for May 2019. You're going to see quite a few layouts because of NSD. I actually had the whole weekend to craft, and I ignored, closed my door. My kids, the youngest is 17, so I can do things like that. My husband fed them and took care of them. So I have plenty of time to get stuff done. You will not be seeing piles this high again, probably till next year, till next NSD. So this is May 2019. I'm starting with the one-page layouts. This first one I am actually pretty proud of. I did during NSD weekend. It was for a challenge, and I threw in some corrugated, some wood veneers, a flare, I haven't used a flare in forever, some acrylic, a button, and then I have my glassine bag that I like to tuck in my journaling in. And this is a picture of my daughter at our favorite beach. She said she wasn't gonna get it wet, and she winded up getting in the water anyway. So I just love that one. This was, this and the next few ones I think are all part of the Counterfeit Kit Club NSD collaboration with Bash Your Scrapbook Stash Facebook group. They had a challenge where the Counterfeit Kit Club Facebook group created, well, not created, they chose a kit that they wanted to use as a basis, and then what you do is you create your own from your stash, and you use that kit that they chose as a launching pad, and then you pull elements from it to create your own counterfeit kit. So this one was called to me with the blues and the tan hues in it. So that's what I did. I put it together, and then the challenge was to create some things with it. So this is layout 1. This here was layout 2. And this one you can see, this was the sketch that was the challenge for NSD with that kit. That was 2. This was number 3, also with paper from the kit, and this was to be stamped. These little cameras are stamps. And I used some washing, and I've been loving doilies lately. So that is another one. That was 3. This is also with my NSD kit. And this one was to use a stencil background, and this was my first time actually making using gelatos and watercolors and a stencil to create a background. So I was really proud of myself because I am not a messy scrapper. This actually, I loved it, and got lots of comments on how great it came out. So this is something I will definitely be doing again. When, I can't tell you, because like I said, I'm not really a messy scrapper, and I have another glassine bag so that I can tuck in my journaling. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4 so far. This was also with that kit, and this one was create your own background, I think, and then you had to use metals. So this was another one. This is not my favorite layout, but I followed all the steps and I went outside my box, and you will probably never see another layout like this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 NSD layouts so far from the Counterfeit Kit Club kit that I created from there, the one they chose. This is another NSD layout. I can't remember what it was. I think it might have been like 3 clusters or journaling tags or die cuts or something. And this is my husband and my grandson, and one of my favorite layouts from NSD. But that one didn't use the counterfeit kit. This one, I did use some papers from the Counterfeit Kit Club. I'm pretty sure this blue and these letters were in there. And the washi. These giant letters are MME. They're super old. I don't know why I would get letters so big, but not only so big, but that color. And then I got 2 of them to top it off. So you might be seeing a lot of those this year because it is my goal to bash them. And that is my daughter. I titled it Us because she told me how she got this great picture of us, and actually it looks like I photobombed her because I'm not even looking at the camera. So I thought it was pretty funny. This was another layout using parts of the Counterfeit kit that I created for May for NSD. And then for this one, I also used, I think you had to do watercolors or create your own background or something. Can't remember exactly the challenge, but I used the Starburst pattern that was one of their challenges. And so I used watercolors and the sketch. This is another one for this one. It was about using chipboard. And as you can see, I found these chipboard tags that have to be at least like 10 years old. And I scrapped them and inked them. I think it was a messy, something to do with using up your chipboard stash. And as you can see, I used a ton of it, still have some left, but I did use a ton of it. This is a pretty heavy layout, but everybody, even my daughter, gave me a compliment on this layout, so that's pretty shocking. That never happens. And then I have to tuck in my journaling in there. This is a picture of my sister on her 48th birthday. She's cake. This is a heart picture to notice. It was very dark at the Cheesecake Factory where we went for her birthday, and her son actually put cake all over her face. So here she is in all her glory. For this one, it was a sticker sneeze challenge that we had a few months back, and I bought all those sticker packs. And Tuesday morning, you know which ones I'm talking about, like Maggie Home Shamil, where there are tons, like hundreds of stickers. So I'm trying to create at least a layout a month where I am having a sticker sneeze where I'm throwing tons of stickers in. These are all stickers in all 3 clusters. And then I put some of the mist on them that I love so much. This is a layout. I used some ribbon. It's my daughter, her best friend, and I used some really old October afternoon. It's got to be at least like 10 years old. And I love it. I love the colors. I love the way it looks. I love how the photos pop. And then, can't even remember the titles from, but it was a packet of die-cut titles, large die-cut titles. This is a really easy slap and stick. Everything was already created. I didn't do anything except put the stickers and the little clusters and mat the photo. This is my granddaughter at Chuck E. Cheese, and you know how you spend hundreds of dollars winning a tiny ridiculous prize. The ridiculous prize was a Chuck E. Cheese head whistle, and she drove my son crazy with that, so that was pretty funny because as grandma I just get to send her home with it. This is some really old pink paisley. This is my daughter, her 21st birthday dinner with 2 of her besties. We went up to Pensacola to take her out for her birthday, and they came along. This one is a Felicity Jane layout. If you know me, you know I love Felicity Jane. If you don't subscribe, you should check them out. They do have pink, so if you have boys, you might not want to check it out, but if you do scrapbook yourself, this is a great subscription to have. If you scrapbook girls, this is a great subscription to have. If you scrapbook your girlfriends, girls' nights out, this is a great subscription to have. They have very eclectic kits, black and white in bright colors. There's always black and white in their kits. And this one has, the doilies were mine, but the puffy words and the puffy hearts, all the paper, the die cut tag, label. Check them out. This, I think, was probably the first time I've ever purchased a warehouse box. And this one was from Pink Fresh Studios. And I actually felt like I got a good deal. Had a lot of the older collections that I did not have pieces of. These were all from the box I got. So I put them to good use. Already created a layout and have tons to bash. I love all the embellishments, and a lot of them were things I did not have. So that's good. I'm gonna get my money's worth there. I love Doodlebug, but not having little kids around anymore, it's hard to use their papers for grown uh, grown people. So I bought both of these collections that match from this in this color scheme with the navy blue and the hot pink. I think this is the first layout I've done with it. I've been hoarding it. It's like my favorite collection right now. But I did create this layout with it with the gold foil of my nephew and his girlfriend. And it looks like he's going to be marrying this one. So we'll see if it's going to be an always and forever. So that one is there. This one is of my daughter with her nephew, my grandson. And this is Felicity Jane again. More Felicity Jane, but these are my girls. And you can see the die cuts and the puffies and the tag. More Felicity Jane. And you see the die cuts. And this is my daughter with my grandkids. Those are not hers. Those are her niece and nephew. They are just so cute, those babies. I just love this paper. It didn't really coordinate. It didn't go with an event. It didn't, you know, it's like precious baby girl pictures. This is just my granddaughter with her grandpa and my husband. So I love the paper. I slapped it on there. I'm sticking by it. This is more Felicity Jane. These are my parents, and we had taken them out to dinner for my mom's birthday. So this is why I created. This is another Felicity Jane, and this is my grandbaby. As you can see, they're black and white. Now their tissue paper is coming scalloped, so loving it. And these are rubber charms, die cuts. This I cut out of the paper, a pattern. So as I said, eclectic. This is also from Felicity Jane. This is my oldest daughter with my parents. And here they had some wood veneers and some die cut words. So you should check them out. This is another Felicity Jane. I think every single item on here is from Felicity Jane, except the mist. But the little paper clips, the PL cards, the die cut, even the title. I'm loving these rubber words right now. This is another Felicity Jane, and again another of the paper clips, the words, and this one has some acetate also from them. I think everything except the splatters are from Felicity Jane. This is some really old Cosmo Cricket. I mean, over 10 years. And this is a picture of my daughter from Snapchat where she put this filter and it kind of looks like old-fashioned. So I pulled this out for that reason. I think it looks great. This one was for a Bash Your Scrapbook Stash Facebook group. The challenge was to use 5 PL cards. So I actually cut things out of the PL cards. This, and this were all part of PL cards, and those were the 5 things I needed to incorporate. And this is my youngest daughter with my grandson, which is her nephew. This is one of those like $2.99 on clearance kits that I bought at Hobby Lobby. I actually like the colors, loved using it, and I think the challenge for BYSS was black and white photos. I love the way it looks, and I still have enough to create a couple more layouts. This was also for Bash Your Scrapbook Stash. NSD challenge was to use the Starburst and create a pattern. This came together much faster than I thought it would. I actually enjoyed doing this challenge, and I've done it again in June. So you'll see another layout with the Starburst, and I think it'll be one of my go-tos. I could do this once a month and change it up. And this is my daughter and I. This one is some Maggie Holmes, I Just Love Butterflies. And this is my mom and I. This is more old October afternoon, and this is my picture of my daughter that she took of herself in sunlight, and I just love the way the sun just glowed on her face. It just was stunning. I think this was Illustrated Fave, and I just love the combination black and white with bright colors. Adding that gold gave it just this perfect pop. And again, it's my daughter and I. was simple, came together easy. Great idea to for a go-to design. I love this torn edge, and I have to bring that back. I haven't done it like I used to many years ago. Here is another one with some lacy doilies. I'm loving the doilies right now. These I got from someone, I can't remember who, but I love them. And I just threw in some gold in there to brighten it up, and I used a black and white photo and a color photo, so it's nice to use both. And then the final single layout that I have for May 2019 is this illustrated faith layout of my daughter who took a selfie, and I'm just thankful she's still taking daily selfies that I can scrapbook, because she's the one I get to see most of the time, because 3 out of the 5 kids are out of the house already. So you get to see her a lot in my layouts. So thank you for watching.